This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Third down and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Murray now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Murray. He gets it to Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, Swift. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 20! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the running game with Swift. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got a man. Complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins, 82 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hurts. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. Fights through it, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Commanders 21, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Murray going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Murray changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll set up a throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little...
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
78 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38, Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete
as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. But first down, Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Hurts going to move him around. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second and goal, Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Once again, it's Swift.
And a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
There he goes, right side.
Down to the 10.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Smith, the man in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long from the gun to give to Gainwell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now Murray off play action. Thomas brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's complete to McBride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
The score, Commanders 42, Eagles 16.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man. It's Gainwell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Penny. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And what are your whistles for a timeout? So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
Gainwell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Hey, 73, 73. Yeti. Hey, Silver. Call up Yeti.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to tack on 2 more, wouldn't have mattered.